Come and diagnose this vehicle. The fuel gauge is not working, and the moment you start it, and the speedometer also is not working properly. So what I'll do now is I'll go to OBD. Before I take off the fuel tank, I'll go to OBD to check if I'm able to find the fuel level. Then from there I know if the computer knows the fuel level in the vehicle. If the computer knows it, then from there I go and do a sweep mode. With GM vehicles, most of the time you can do a sweep mode. So let me go to live data, and the main purpose was for me to check why the gauge is not working. So you can see that the gauge is down at empty. So what I'll do now is, then the temperature gauge is working, the RPM is working, but when I rev, wow, it goes down. It's not working properly. Wow. So what I'll do now is I'll search for fuel level. So let me type in fuel, then search. So anything related to fuel will come here, and you can see the fuel level input. So this is the amount of fuel in the vehicle. So this is the amount of fuel in the vehicle. So what I'll do now is I'll go back, escape, and go back to auto scan to use the OEM software to do the diagnosis. So we'll go to auto scan. We'll get to auto scan and see if I'll be able to automatic transmission 2007. Then from here, so I'll select the instrumental panel and go to active, go to gauge, IPC gauge. So let me turn it on and see if I can get the sweep. So turn the gauge on and you can see the sweep. You can see that it's only the gauge, it's only the temperature gauge which is working properly, but for the rest they are not working properly. That's why the customer also complained that the speedometer is not working properly. And you can see the fuel gauge, this one, that's the fuel gauge, it's also not working properly. So I'll go back to my tool and turn it off, then turn it on again. As you see, turn it on and you can see the sweep. So you can see the temperature gauge is moving. The temperature gauge is moving to the end, but the rest don't move to the end. That means there's issue with the instrumental panel. So I'll speak to the customer to change the instrumental panel. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Now, after diagnosing it and finding out that it is from the instrumental panel, the customer I gave the customer the option to find one herself. So she brought this to me. I've already replaced this. So this is the one in the vehicle, and now the fuel gauge is working. So you can see now the fuel gauge is working. You can see, so when I start it, you can see that now the fuel gauge is working. It will lift. And the last time I checked, it was around 73% with my machine. So now you can see the fuel gauge is working, and the engine RPM also is working. So the temperature, because I've started cold, that's why the temperature is down. And you can see the fuel gauge is almost at the 72% that the machine was saying. So now the problem is fixed, and I'm about to fix the horn also. She bought a new home plate, or a new clock spring, and we replaced it. So I'll fix everything and the horn will start working. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So what I can do now is I can go to Chevrolet. right now the gauge is not at the full exactly, so the 70% fuel level is true now. So checked on the gauge. Let me go to the instrumental panel, active test, and sweep gauge. So I'll turn it on to sweep all the gauge. So I press on and you can see they are all sweeping. So you can see it sweeps to the end and it moves. And now the only one which is not sweeping properly is the speedometer. So I'll take everything out again and check the speedometer why it's not sweeping properly. So turn it off and turn it on again, and everything sweeps to the end. The fuel gauge also moves to the end and it moves down and move back to its position. So I'll do that and call it a fix. Thank you for watching. So now after fixing the gauge properly, now all of them are working. So let me turn it off and turn it back on. So you can see the vehicle is not running. Let me turn it back on. You can see all of them are having a great sweep. Then it goes back to the resting point. So that means this one is working. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.